The early decades of the 20th century were a remarkable time for innovation. Many of the vehicles we rely on today, from motorcycles to airplanes, were first taking shape back then. A number of the companies behind those inventions are still around today, and one of the most recognizable is Renault. Most people know Renault for popular modern vehicles like the Clio, Megane, Captur, and the newer Rafale SUV. But what many don't realize is that the name Rafale actually has roots that go back nearly a century, and it wasn't originally attached to a car at all. It belonged to a racing airplane. Back in the 1930s, a company called Caudron built the C.460 Rafale with support from Renault. The sleek aircraft was designed specifically for air racing and was created to compete in one of the most prestigious aviation contests of its era, the Coupe Deutsche de la Meurthe. Only 6 examples of the aircraft were ever produced. The airplane was powered by a supercharged Renault 6-cylinder engine and featured a variable pitch propeller, making it one of the advanced racing aircraft of its day. One particular Rafale became famous when it was flown by French pilot Hélène Boucher. In 1934, she used the aircraft to set a speed record for light airplanes over a short distance course, reaching an impressive 314 miles per hour, or nearly 506 kilometers per hour. That very aircraft has returned to the spotlight in an incredible way. During the recent Le Temps des Hélices Air show in France, the historic Caudron Rafale C.460 took to the skies once again. It marked the aircraft's first public flight in roughly 90 years, giving aviation enthusiasts a rare chance to see a living piece of history in action. Bringing the plane back to life was no small task. Renault led a major restoration effort through its Heritage Preservation Program. The project began in July 2024 and involved specialists who completely dismantled the aircraft for inspection and repairs. The engine was rebuilt, structural components were reinforced, and extensive ground and flight testing ensured the airplane was once again safe and airworthy. Now that the restoration is complete, the Rafale is expected to appear at additional air shows, before eventually becoming one of the centerpieces of Renault's upcoming museum near Paris. Scheduled to open in 2027, the museum will showcase some of the company's most significant creations from across its long history. Visitors will be able to see everything from record-setting race cars and experimental prototypes to Formula One machines. The collection will also include artwork, design sketches, posters, books, and an enormous archive of historical documents covering more than 130 years of Renault history. The museum's location is especially meaningful. It will be housed in Flaines, home to a Renault factory that has produced around 18 million vehicles since opening in 1952. Iconic models such as the Renault 5, Clio, and Zoe were all built there. One of the most striking features of the museum will be the way the vehicles are displayed. Hundreds of historic Renaults will be arranged on towering rack structures, creating giant walls of automotive history visible throughout the building. Although Renault no longer builds aircraft, the company continues to honor that chapter of its past. That's exactly why its modern flagship SUV carries the Rafale name. The vehicle serves as a tribute to the legendary racing airplanes of the 1930s. Today's Renault Rafale is available with hybrid and plug-in hybrid powertrains, producing up to 300 horsepower depending on the version. It can also travel up to 105 kilometers in all-electric mode, blending modern efficiency with a name that carries a rich aviation legacy. With the historic airplane flying again and a new museum on the horizon, Renault is finding unique ways to connect its future with one of the most fascinating chapters of its past.